One day, while exploring near the Poseidon power plant, we see a giant teapot, and as we get close, we hear an automated message from Sweetwater.
Hello again, friends. I am so pleased to announce that the boilers here at the giant teapot are full again. That means my special blend will be bubbling up shortly. So, if you fancy a nice cuppa, the more the merrier.
This starts the event Tea Time. Our first objective is to press the button to start up the boilers. Pressing the button, we hear another message from Sweetwater.
The boilers are heating up. I'm afraid the local creatures don't like this next part. Shame, really. You'd best keep an eye out for trouble.
Suddenly, we get attacked by wild dogs and mutated insects. Our goal is to protect the pipes to prevent them from being destroyed by these enemies. These enemies attack in waves. There are 3 waves to defend against, and each wave lasts for 2 minutes. When the timer runs out for the first wave, we hear Sweetwater speak again.
Goodness! One would think these creatures would be accustomed to this by now. Boilers report the water temperature is 92.7653 degrees. Still a ways to go for proper tea. One can't rush such things.
The second wave then attacks, and again we must defend the 3 pipes. After the second timer ends, we again hear from Sweetwater.
Gracious! Shame such violence is required to get a proper cup of tea. What is the world coming to? Water temperature in the boilers is now 178.63214 degrees. Just a little bit longer.
This begins the final wave of enemies. In each wave, the enemies will focus on the pipes until you attack them, at which point they will focus on you. At the end of the final wave, we again hear from Sweetwater.
Ah, there's the whistle. The tea is steeping now at the perfect and precise 205 degrees. You've done a fine thing here today. Huzzah!
That ends the event, and this event gives us standard event rewards. There is a chance to get a legendary item from this event as well, and the only item that you get that is not part of the standard rewards is Sweetwater Special Blend. Sweetwater Special Blend is a drink that gives +2 to perception. This drink is considered an alcohol by the game, and you can become addicted if you drink too much. Because it is considered an alcohol item, it is possible to get a much higher bonus to perception with the right combination of perks and mutations. To craft this item, you must have first learned the plan. Then you will need 2 boiled water, 2 blood leaf, 1 bourbon, 1 honey, and 1 wood. You earn the crafting ability once you complete the daily quest, Strange Brew. We'll go over that in a minute. Now that the event is over, we can give this location a good look. So what makes this location so special? Well, to find out, we need to take a look at the lore of the Giant Teapot. The Giant Teapot is a location located in the forest region of Fallout 76. It also has a real-world counterpart. In the real world, the Giant Teapot is located in Chester, West Virginia. The teapot was built in 1938. The main body of the structure started out as a large root beer barrel that was used as a sign for Hires Root Beer in Pennsylvania. The spout and handle were added to make the teapot look, as well as the lid. The knob on the top of the lid was made of glass. The teapot was used as a concession and souvenir stand. In 1945, the business was closed due to the gas shortage during World War II, which caused a decline in tourist traffic. The teapot was then sold in 1947. By the late 1960s, the teapot was again sold, and the new owner began selling lawn and garden equipment as well as china and novelty items from the location. In 1971, the teapot was again sold, and the items being sold changed to pottery and other gift items. In 1984, the local phone company purchased the land the teapot was on, and the teapot was in danger of being destroyed. The citizens of Chester banded together to save the teapot, and in 1987, the phone company offered to donate the teapot to the city. It was at this time that the city decided to start a restoration project to restore the teapot, and the people of Chester voted to do just that. There was a debate on where it should be placed, though, and this caused a delay in the restoration of the teapot. By 1990, the final location was decided, and the teapot found its new home at the junction of State Route 2 and U.S. Route 30. The property and fence were donated by the state, and the restoration was finally underway. The teapot was finally dedicated at a ceremony on October 12, 1990. The teapot would undergo maintenance over the years since, but it still stands to this day as a landmark and the pride of Chester, West Virginia. The teapot is 14 feet high and 14 feet in diameter, and it holds the title of the world's largest teapot. In the Fallout universe, the teapot was also built in 1938 and was set up as a roadside attraction near Interstate 59 west of Charleston. The owners originally intended to build the world's biggest ball of twine, but chose to build the teapot instead due to controversy surrounding the twine option. As we come upon this location in-game, we notice there are several buildings. The main building is the house, which the first floor is used as a shop. This is where you will find Sweetwater. On the same section of land as the teapot, there is a small playground and a Red Rocket service station. To the far side of the property is a water tower. As we walk up to the teapot, we see an audio tour station. These are found at various landmarks throughout Appalachia. These are narrated by Dick Shale.
Hey, Dick Shale here again. Welcome to the Giant Teapot. You may remember me from tours like the Colonel Kelly Monument and the Miners Monument. This landmark is brought to you by Red Rocket Automobile Service Stations. Our high-tech fuel will get you better mileage than the competition, guaranteed. The Giant Teapot was originally built in 1938 to represent what was at the time the largest pottery industry in the world. Now it serves as a popular hangout for locals and a must-visit landmark for families traveling across the state. Now, please, enjoy the Giant Teapot. Don't forget to top off your tank before you leave. This is Dick Shale signing off.
Now we can head into the teapot. Inside we find various scrap items, and next to the button that we use to start the event is a note titled Operations Manual. Reading the note, Giant Teapot Operations. The Giant Teapot features a stupendous steepomatic brewer to allow for large-scale tea production. Automated features include cleanliness through sanitation, refill of water tanks via dedicated system, temperature control, and emergency shutdown. The boiler controls remain manual to allow for overall human touch in the brewing process. Important notes: the boiler cannot be turned on until the water tanks are full to prevent damage to the steepomatic. Correct pressure must be maintained, or the steepomatic will shut down to prevent a catastrophic failure. Moving to the house, we hear Sweetwater talking, and then we can speak to him.
I do apologize for the condition of the garden. We are short-staffed at the moment, and good help is so hard to find. Gracious, the weather has been odd lately, hasn't it? It's wonderful to see you, simply wonderful. Welcome back, friend. I am afraid I'm short of honey, and you've demonstrated a refreshing competence in the past. Perhaps you could assist again?
A giant teapot? In Appalachia? Really?
But of course, friend! Before the owners settled on the teapot, they had considered making the world's biggest ball of twine. But there was already considerable controversy on that account. If you ask me, Kansas.
Who are you?
I'm your humble but enthusiastic host, Giles Sweetwater. But please, call me Sweetwater.
I can't help you right now.
Of course. I am sure you have pressing non-beverage related tasks to attend to.
Let's get you some honey then.
Excellent. The forest, I expect, is teeming with it. Best start cracking.
With that, we start the daily Strange Brew. This daily is another way to get the event rewards without having to do the event. You also earn the ability to craft Sweetwater Special Blend. All you need to do is collect 10 honey and give it to Sweetwater. When we have the honey, we can speak to him.
A nice cup of tea and a biscuit go well with Armageddon. Tea goes well with anything, truth be told. Oh, gracious, you're back already. How wonderful.
How do you brew your tea?
It takes a while for our automated system to fill the boilers fully, but once they're ready, it doesn't take long to get the tea fully steeped. It's a little noisy and there's quite a lot of steam, but the aroma just permeates the air. So pleasing. In any case, you'll know the batch is done when the whistle blows. Thank you again for your assistance.
I'll hold on to this for now.
If you must. But consider the tea.
Here's your honey.
Ooh, delightful. This honey will be the final touch on my special blend. Please do return to brew up more if you enjoy the surprisingly subtle flavors.
The interior of the house has many scrap items. There is a chance to find a bobblehead on the first floor, and another one can be found in the Red Rocket Station. There is also a chance to find a magazine in the house and at the Red Rocket. There is a chance to find random armor plans or mods here as well. I should note that this location is one of the possible locations you would find the body of Ansel Abrams, which starts the quest Bucket List. We will be exploring this quest in a future episode, so stay tuned for that. With that, we have fully explored this location. Now I want to hear from you. Have you visited this location? Did you know the history of the Teapot? Sound off in the comments below. If you enjoyed this episode, give a like, subscribe if you still haven't, and share this with your friends. It really helps the channel, and I appreciate you all. As always, I'm just glad you stopped by, and I'll see you in the next one.